Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we have a special announcement to share with Cricket Nation. Following today's contest versus University of the Sciences and after 17 seasons on the Sorgetti Arena sideline, Jessie Valser will be stepping down as head coach of the Chestnut Hill College men's basketball program. To commemorate this announcement and honor the coaching career of her father, Angelina Valser has created a video she would like to share.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2.
Hi, Dad. Sorry I couldn't be there today. It's probably best that I'm taking a video because if I start crying, I can just start over. I just wanted to say that you are the best dad and coach in the entire world. You've changed countless lives, and I'm so proud and honored to call you my father. And I never thought this day was going to come. I thought you were going to be a coach forever, but I know you're doing it out of love, and I really respect that from you, and I'm so proud of you. So, yeah, I truly believe that you have exceeded the expectations that God put for you by putting you on this earth. He gave you 3 children, and you took care of how many? You know, like, you were a father to everybody who came into there. So, you're the best. So I love you. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. When I see you, you're gonna get the biggest hug of all time. Love you. Good luck today. Go Griffs.
Ladies and gentlemen, President of Chestnut Hill College, Sister Carol Jean Vale.
Good afternoon. I just want to say a few words on this occasion. At a later time, we're going to have a proper celebration for all of Jessie's many accomplishments at Chestnut Hill College. But after these 17 years of outstanding work, I want to recognize him today. This was a bittersweet decision, both for him and for us. In 2001, when we decided to transition to coeducation, we decided that the best way to have men be attracted to our college was to have athletic teams of significance. The first team we brought on board was the men's basketball team. And when we hired Coach Boucher in 2003, he had the enviable task of recruiting the first men's basketball team in the history of Chestnut Hill College. It was his team, his players together, starting something new and exciting. Coach Boucher's vision, energy, and enthusiasm brought the first teams of impressive young male players to the college. You can see some of their names on the banner on display that I'm pointing to over on that wall. Through patience and persistence, he coached teams to become competitors in Division II. That's not an easy task. His love of the game has been obvious over many years, and the example he set for his players through his care, concern, enthusiasm, mentorship, integrity, and tough love is noteworthy. His successes speak for themselves. I have to say, if I had a son myself, there is no coach I can think of that I would rather have that son associated with. On behalf of the entire college community, I want to thank you, Jesse, for the high standards you set for yourself and your players. You will always be number one when it comes to Chestnut Hill College men's basketball.
Okay, I'm not really prepared for this, but I just want to briefly thank all my former players that have showed up today when they heard that this was going to be my last game. I know some of them are probably here for Billy, which I love that too. But there are some, in fact, Sean Bowling is here from my first team ever. He was here on the first day, and now I have his brother on my team. So on my first day was with Sean, and on my last day is with Kurt. So pretty special. I always coached for the love of the game and for the love of all these guys and all the players that I've ever coached. And I love this school and what it stands for. And so it was an easy sell to let them know that they're going to come to a school where they're going to be cared about, taught the right way, and move on to be men. So I thank everybody for showing up. I wish I had more to say, but I'm a little wordy. Sister Carol probably would be mad at me, so I'm going to stop right there. Thank you for coming out tonight. That is for Angelina. This is for Angelina. Yep. That's for me. Oh, damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hill College freshman Jesse Bowser Jr.
Dear Pop, 17 years ago, you came to this school at the young age of 30, I think 29, and asked if you could start a men's basketball program here at Chestnut Hill. I'm not sure if anyone here has seen a picture of my dad at the age of 30. You might have on the slideshow. He looks like he's 12. I don't know how he got the job, but good job, you got it. From there, I would sincerely like to specifically thank you for starting this program, which is something I've actually never done before. By becoming coach of your own program, I was quickly exposed to the game of basketball at the age of 2. This allowed me to learn the game inside and out. Thank you for bringing me to every practice you were able to, because there I learned. Not just about basketball, but about life. Being my father, my eyes were always on you. Everywhere you walked, I followed you. Everything you said, I listened. I paid attention to the way you carried yourself around a group of people who you love and work hard for every single day. I saw what hard work truly was. I saw a different level of grind that not too many people get to grow up around. Because of you, I learned what a family is. The values of love, loyalty, pride, and fearlessness. The environment and energy that I was constantly surrounded by had no choice but to rub off on me and make me the person I am today. Yes, while you did help me become the person I am today, you also let me figure out a lot for myself. And that is one of the biggest blessings I could ask for. You had the wisdom to set me up with a group of young men to follow, and then you simply let me grow uninterruptedly. That's a lie. You kicked me out of practice like 10 times this year, so you definitely interrupted there somewhere, but nonetheless, time went on. Today, you are the proud father of 3 leaders. Because as time changed, so did our family. But one thing that never wavered was your support, your attitude, your love, and your leadership. You went from a married, happy man to a single father depending on nothing but your kids. For an entire year following divorce, I could see the sadness in your eyes, not because of the heartbreak, but because of the concern you had about your children and that we may not be okay. Regardless of the way you felt, you never let it dictate the way you went about your days and the extents you went to in order to make sure your family had what they need. No need to worry. The family you have raised between me is and being cannot be broken, and I will always be most thankful to have the support system that I have. So here we are, 17 years later, and I've always thought about what this day would be like. It feels fake or temporary and probably won't set in until next year. All I know right now is that in this moment, I'm happy for you and could not be more proud of you. In 17 years, you've made 12 playoff appearances, winning around 200 games in your self-made program. But who cares about that? The number of lives you've touched and changed on not only this court, but in the Chestnut Hill community as a whole is unreal. On behalf of everyone in the CHC community, thank you. All I have left to say is that it has been a hell of a ride. Luckily, I have 3 years of games left to play, but none of them will ever be the same without my ride or die on the same bench. Thank you for the greatest childhood an athlete could ever ask for, and thank you for being my superhero. You are and forever will be, Coach.
Well, the day has come, the day that I never thought would be today. So here I go. If you know me, you know I'm a daddy's girl. There's no me without him. Wherever he goes, I follow. The bond we have is one I will always cherish and live for. Even just being around you, Dad, completes my world. Growing up, watching you do what you love most was always something I loved doing. Whether it was just going on road trips to going to practices or even just shoot-arounds, I was always looking forward to do it because it gave me an opportunity to create another amazing memory with you. This season was definitely one of my favorites to follow along with for one reason. That one reason is because I got to watch my biggest role model, big brother, and best friend get coached by my dad. It was truly so fun to watch them both be in their element and watching them do what they desired the most. When my dad told me the decision he made, my heart immediately felt as if something just wasn't there to fill it. I was sad all week and the thought of it just didn't even cross my mind. But each day that passed, I thought about it a lot and let it sink in. When he told me, he looked at me and then squeezed me tight. That's when I knew it was right. He went with his gut and did what was not only best for him, but also for his team and the program. Yes, I am very sad that I won't be making these memories and spending time with you while coaching, but there's one thing that I'm going to miss most. That one thing is my 18 big brothers. Thank you for everything. Even when I feel like I have no one, I always remember that each and every one of those 18 guys has my back and always will, no matter what. Thank you for being role models and the best people to look up to. I love you guys. Thank you.
Hello. Well, that went a little longer than I thought. So, USP, thank you so much for listening to all that, and fans, thank you for sitting in those hard stands and listening to that. And now, hopefully, we put on a good game for you.
And that'll do it. Von Cohen will chuck it up ahead, and that's it. Griffins come out on top, 93-82, in Jesse Balser's final game as head coach of the Griffins, as he gets a big hug from Colin Flock coming off the course Jesse Balser, the only coach program has ever known, 17 seasons as the coach. Took over the task of building this program, then oversaw it making the jump to Division II in 2007. 12 playoff appearances in his 17 years. Last, as it looks like Griffins will take a team picture with Jesse on his final game. So the Griffins, again, they get out of here. They close the season with the win. Jesse Balser's final game as head coach. He will stay on as athletic director.